What's up with y'all young boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we got a horror video. This is a Uber horror video. It's a horror video about Uber trips. You know how when you hop in an Uber, you know, you come home from a bar, you're drunk as fuck, so you're like, all right, I don't want to drive home, I don't want to get a DUI. So you fuck around, hit up that Uber app right quick. Boom, 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 boom. You get your little ride. It says 3 minutes away. You hop in that motherfucker. And just so happens somebody tries to kill you on the way home. That's what's happening in this video. I really don't know. I haven't seen the video, but 3 true Uber horror stories animated. That's what that video is. It's by IMR Scary Tales. Go check it out. It's right here. Look at this. Boom. Oh, you guys can't see it. Let me move over to this side. Let's move right here. That's better. Right here. Look. This is what it's called. Go check out the original video. I'll put the link to it in the description. Let's get to it.
I have had too many cocktails with my friends tonight.
That's what I was talking about. See, he drunk.
From the intoxication, I decided to stop and go home. Everyone uses Uber, right? So even after my friends insisted,
look at her eye. Yeah, she's donezo.
Dropping me home,
she gonna take her ass home.
Ordered an Uber. I just wanted to go home.
This bitch
My
lit.
app dinged with the name James. I love that they let you know the name of the person picking you up. It makes you feel like you have a sense of familiarity with the person.
And James about to take her butt or some shit.
The black car pulled right next to me.
Oh, thank God.
I jumped in the back, buckled up, and we set off to my destination. Before the car started,
oh, this story's about her then.
And didn't think much of it. Water bottles were placed in a cooler pack in the middle.
First things first, you hop in an Uber. Don't ever drink nothing that's in there. Don't ever eat nothing that's in there. And if you hear the doors lock, it's over with. It's over with. Find this nearest thing to hit them with. The nearest thing to hit the driver. Remember, you're in back. You got the leverage. You got all the room. Pull that nigga in the back, start beating his ass. Some shit like that.
Seat, along with...
And if you're a female out there, carry a gun. Get you a gun license. It's not that hard. Even in California, it's not that hard to get you a pistol. Not that hard at all. Get you a little snub, some shit like... Who the fuck is texting me? But, back to what I was saying. I'm not editing that out of the video, by the way. But, go get you a little snub. Go get you a little Glock 19X. That's a good pistol. Get you something to where you could defend yourself. You need to.
The tray of snacks.
It's mandatory.
Granola bars, Jolly Ranchers, etc.
They got Jolly Ranchers. That's how you know you're a weirdo.
I would give him 5 stars, especially after a night of drinking. Those water.
Any grown man in 25 eating Jolly Ranchers is crazy work.
Snacks and tossed a candy in my mouth.
See?
Hey, James. Do you have any good tunes?
You're about to lose $40,000 for your car accident.
I'm tired of seeing this nigga talking about car accidents, bro.
He didn't respond. Indeed, he heard me, or maybe I was drunk and slurring. I piped up again, this time louder after clearing my throat.
James, excuse me.
He looked at me through the rearview mirror. Sure, he answered in a cold way and turned on the music. James finally began to speak up after a few minutes of awkward silence. You been drinking tonight? I looked out the side window and replied.
Yeah, just a few drinks.
Now his eyes were stuck on the rearview mirror. One hand was on the steering wheel as he kept us steady on the road.
Damn!
I could tell that he was trying to catch glimpses
This nigga, you hopped in a car with the Grim Reaper?
Noticing. He spoke up again.
What the fuck? You hopped in the whip with the Grim Reaper. This nigga look like Myron from Fresh and Fit.
This time with a grin. What did you drink tonight? Bored with the dragging of the ride, I figured this was innocent small talk.
Well, some beers and a few shots of you know what.
What?
He sat up in his seat, one arm.
This nigga
still
got
on
the
wheel.
Voldemort
Those
nose
deep
and all
brown
that.
Eyes kept flickering.
He looked like Myron Gaines and fucking the Caesar from Planet of the Apes.
Looking at me in the rearview mirror almost every couple of seconds. He started to pry. You drink tequila often? I casually replied while I kept my eyes out the window.
Sometimes. Depends on my mood.
He laughed. So you must be feeling drowsy, huh? Now I started to
This
feel
nigga built like a
uncomfortable.
boulder.
Why was he questioning my level of coherence? I kept my eyes focused out the window because I was getting creeped out.
Nope. Just a little relaxed.
He kept a tight-lipped smile and then spoke. You want to be drunk, though? I have a bottle of tequila back there.
Nah, hell no,
I stared at
nigga.
my
Keep
phone.
that bottle of
Just
tequila.
5
Fuck
minutes more
that.
till I was home.
Leave me alone.
No thanks. I'm actually good.
He had both hands on the steering wheel now,
Hell
gripping
nah.
it tight and rubbing his hands against the leather. This nervous feeling rose in my gut, and I know they say never to ignore your gut feelings, but I was already in the car with this guy.
Yeah,
I was
you
a few
drunk, you
minutes from
sweating.
my
You ain't drunk
house.
no more though.
What
You
was I
done
supposed
lost
to
that
do?
little
I
bit
sat
of
there
buzz you
with
had.
my eyes glued to the window.
Look, her eye ain't tripping no more. She done sobered up.
Perhaps he would just get me home without suggesting anything inappropriate if I didn't show any interest in conversing with him. Whatever I was doing seemed to work, because he changed his tune through his following
Bro, why they
response.
animate this
So
nigga
you're done
like
partying
this,
for
bro?
the night, huh? Responsible. I let out a short chuckle and agreed
They made
with
this
him.
motherfucker look
I wasn't
crazy.
Responsible. He piped up again, this time more friendly than before and less interrogating. Well, help yourself to the water. I have plenty. My heart started to slow, and I realized that he was just trying to earn that 5-star review by being accommodating. He may be trying to be excellent. He has all these snacks and drinks in his car and free alcohol. Perhaps he was trying to get his Uber score up. He may have a family at home who he's trying to provide for. Was I being too judgmental? I silently scolded
Nah,
myself
you ain't
at
too
the intrusive
judgmental.
thoughts.
Hey, one thing
I
about
grabbed-
me, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. This is what saves you in life, right? You gotta stereotype. You have to stereotype. 100%. You gotta judge and stereotype. 100%. You will not survive in this world 2025 if you don't do those two things. Judge and stereotype. Judge a book by its cover and stereotype everything walking down the street. If you see a nigga with a hoodie on walking down the street, get to the end of the sidewalk. Get to the other side. I don't care if you're a grown ass man. A nigga walking up to you with a hoodie, that nigga walking around like this. And then got his hoodie, you can't see his face. Get to the other side of the sidewalk. What you doing? Why you walking towards that nigga? It don't matter if he was just having a bad day. Stereotype him. He could be the nicest man on earth. You don't know that. Get to the other side of the road. What are you doing?
The water bottle.
I stereotype everything. You have to stereotype.
Gulps. I saw the turn from my street ahead, and a rush of relief washed over me. That is, until he passed it. That's right. He ultimately passed my street. I sat in my seat, screwed
Yeah, this
the
nigga
lid
taking
back on
you to the
water
outhouse
bottle
or some
and
shit.
spoke up.
Hey, you passed my street.
He didn't say a word, only smiled.
Hello? You passed my street.
What he said next made my heart jump into my throat. I know.
Wait, what? Why didn't you stop then?
That's because you aren't going home tonight.
Hell
my body
no.
started to shake.
Hell
I immediately
nah.
opened my app to report him and call for an emergency when I got the biggest
You
shock
reporting a
of my
nigga you
life.
selling the car?
Uber I ordered before getting into his car has charged me for making him wait and then not showing up.
You got
This means
$60
the
charge.
car I'm in right now was never my ride home. My shaking hand slowly went to the door handle, but it was stuck. Why is it? Wait, this isn't stuck. Something is. The doors won't open from the inside. I've activated the child lock. Suddenly,
Aw,
he stopped the car
hell
in the middle
no.
of the empty street and turned back at me with a huge knife.
What? No, please, don't do this!
The story you just saw is loosely based on the tragical death of Samantha.
That was real?
Josephson. 21-year-old Samantha got into Nathaniel Rowland's car after a night out.
Oh hell, they animated off of this nigga? They got the shit right though. He do look like Myron. He do got the nose. He do got the Caesar nose.
5 points and
They even got the nigga's hairline right. And let me tell you something. You don't trust people with thinner eyebrows. Anybody with thinning eyebrows, you don't trust them. Any of those people that draw on their eyebrows, or or even worse, they cut their eyebrows off, they shave them off, and then they just draw them on. You don't trust people like that. They have to be fucking crazy. There's a couple people that shave their eyebrows off intentionally, people that only have drawn on eyebrows, and people that shave their head bald just because they want it bald. They could have a full head of hair, but they still choose to for some reason, look, they still choose. I've known people like this in person. They were the craziest people that I've ever met. You can't make this shit up. You shave your hair. It's like me right now. I'm a full head of hair, not going bald whatsoever. 24 years old, right? I might go bald in like a year. I don't know. Genetics might hit different. But for right now, if I were to shave my head bald intentionally, I'm talking about shiny head bald, right? Buff my head type shit. Make it shiny. That's the craziest shit ever. You eat rocks or some shit.
Entertainment district. She mistook his car to be her Uber ride.
Nigga was born April 13th. This motherfucker's born in April is crazy too.
Samantha started suspecting Roland's odd behavior, but it was already too late for her. She found herself trapped inside the car as Roland had the child-proof locks on. Her body, as later found, with 120 stab wounds in remote woods 65 miles.
120 stab wounds?
No outright motive for the killing was suggested by prosecutors during the course of Roland's
trial. This nigga's
trial,
crazy. Why does this nigga got a barber cape on?
Said the killer was totally
the fuck
heartless.
this nigga got a barber cape
When the
on
news
for?
Reporters questioned about Roland's motive, the top prosecutor, Byron Gibson, said it was absolutely a random act of violence.
No, it wasn't. He was looking for someone to do that too.
In college, I started
Alright, this nigga
working
got a
as
moped,
bike
bro.
rider for Uber around the town. I would drop off young students like myself at an affordable fare. It was a new thing at that time. My busiest time was helping my friends sneak out.
Nigga,
for
I'll never
parties in
have a
the middle
nigga
of the
grabbing
night.
my waist on a bike
Friends who
like
had
that.
Wealthy parents paid a lot.
Hey, I actually downloaded this game. Wait, this is very off topic, and bro, I actually downloaded a game. I've been trying to look for one that's just like this for fucking years. It's called Last Z Survival. This is not an ad. If you want to play some shit like this right here, this one, if you want to play this, dude, download Last Z Survivor. It's just like this game, 100%. That was very random and has nothing to do with the video.
Sometimes they would invite me to the party as a friendly gesture. I had this one friend called Aston who got caught throwing parties in his parents' absence. So, the next time Aston's parents went for a trip, they sent Aston to stay with his grandparents, who lived on the outskirts. On a Saturday night, Aston rebooked me to pick him up from his grandparents' house. He texted me the address in detail and told me to be there around 11:30. I agreed. It was late November. I finished my dinner and was headed for the address. The house was pretty far, and the way to reach it could have been better.
Like, you couldn't pick a better bike. You had to get a I get you in college, big dog, big fella. I get you in college, but you had to pick a moped.
With so many bumps, there was no street light throughout the entire drive. I had to rely on the light of my bike. I remember Aston mentioning a turn for a shortcut. The cold air was poking straight into my lungs even after all the layers of clothing. I drove for
You see, I've done Uber, right? So I was like 19, I would do Uber. When I was like 18, 19, 20, I would do that shit. I was making some good money too. I'm talking about in a day, I was making like $400, but this was like 2021, 2020, some shit like that. I was like, but this was a while ago, and I was making some good money. And even just delivering stuff like Instacart, DoorDash, even delivering stuff to people's houses, you always get a weird feeling like when you walk up to a random person's house. Because anything could happen. Literally anything. Anybody could jump on you. There could be a random cat that just jumps out and just starts attacking you. Some crazy. Them cats is wild, man. You ever got attacked by a cat?
To realize that I was lost. Eventually, when I hit a dead end near an old house, my realization became a fact. I stopped the bike and called Aston.
Where are you, dude? I think I'm lost, man. The GPS needs to be fixed here. You gotta guide me. Where are you now? Can you tell me a landmark? There's an old house on the side of the road.
No.
You missed the turn back. Take a U-turn and then take the first right. I'll be on the call with you.
I went to make a U-turn when I saw something on my left.
Nah, bro.
It appeared to
Go,
be a shadow
cut.
with
What
a
are you still doing here?
close. I had no clue someone was standing there and watching me. The shadow was very close to the road.
Oh shit. Some guy's standing in his front yard looking at me. Probably wondering why the hell
Nah,
I'm
why are
just
you still
here at the
sitting there,
stop
my
sign.
nigga?
The app showed that I had been stopped at the stop sign for about 5 minutes. So I could imagine I
Bro,
seemed
start
sketchy.
driving.
I began to
You
turn
pissing
my
me
head
off.
left. My headlights illuminated the shadow's end.
Oh, hell nah, bro.
My headlights revealed an old lady standing there.
Get the
with her
fuck outta
hands
here.
Folded, as if she was praying. She looked up at the sky.
Why don't you hit the
Her mouth
bitch?
moved quickly. I couldn't make out anything she was saying at all. All I heard was her creepy, hurried
Nah,
whisper.
bro. You still sitting there listening to her. Bro, this bitch over here whispering sweet nothings to you. Get the fuck out the way.
She seemed like she was in a trance. She was 5 feet from my bike. I sat there.
You better hit this long chin, bitch,
It was
man.
probably
Fuck that.
10 degrees outside, and she was wearing a white
Bitch look like
dress.
Natalie Nunn.
My headlights were directly on her, and she didn't even look at me. I didn't know what to do precisely. At first, I was concerned for the old lady, but the more she stood there, the creepier everything started. Aston realized I hadn't said anything for a few minutes.
Dude, you still there? Yeah, this old lady is just standing here. What is she doing? She's just praying right by the road. What the hell? It's past midnight. Is she okay? I think so. I don't know. I really don't want to ask.
She started moving her upper body back and forth like she was possessed. I was scared to move ahead, thinking she would run in front of my bike. As I slowly drove by, having her inches away from me, my heartbeat slowed. She still didn't budge. Her mouth never stopped mumbling.
Wait, is this the house with the red door?
That's when I first noticed the dim lighthouse porch. Yes, the house had a red door which looked odd.
Yeah, I've never seen any house like this. Just get the hell out of there, man. The woman who lived in that house hung herself in the attic a week ago.
My stomach dropped, and I quickly looked at the lady, but she wasn't there. I began sweating in
Bro.
fear. I clearly remembered seeing her a few seconds ago.
What are you still sitting there for?
I felt the back seat being pushed down like somebody had just sat on the bike behind me. Two pale, skinny hands slowly wrapped around my waist. I never felt this cold before. The hands were freezing like ice. My trembling face moved slowly. I looked at the side mirror attached to the bike handle.
Nah.
And then, all of a sudden, her head tilted to the side, making a breaking noise. And I saw the bone inside her neck pierce out from the corner. And then she disappeared into thin air.
Alright, my nigga.
I stumped on the gas pedal. I drove about 80 until I got close to town. When I arrived at Aston's, I told him everything I saw. We were both in disbelief. Aston didn't go to the party that night. He let me crash at his grandparents' place, and I caught a high fever that night. I kept having bad dreams for a week after that incident. Now I take a
See, you
different way
tripping.
to Aston's grandma's.
You
if I go
tripping.
there at night.
You still doing this dumbass shit. Man, just take your fucking ass home, Mel. Get you a whip.
Remember, don't stop for the old lady if you guys stumble upon
Nigga,
the
I ain't
scene.
stopping for nobody.
The story you just saw is loosely based on
And
this
then it's
footage
real.
running around the internet.
And then it's fucking
In
real.
the footage you can see a guy driving through a remote.
And then you really
location
did have a
in the middle of the
moped.
night. The man was completely relaxed and seemed to be enjoying his late night ride when he spots something beside the road. He passes too quickly, but if you look carefully at the footage, you can see a woman wearing a white dress standing on the side of the road. Once the man notices this suspicious woman standing alone in the middle of the night, he doesn't
Hell
hesitate
no.
to slow down at first. But as he gets closer to her,
No.
you can see him suddenly pick up speed and move past her quickly. Lucky that he didn't stop that night. There's no follow-up on the footage on whether that woman was a demonic.
Bro, there was really
spirit
somebody sitting in the
or a
middle of the
crazy
street.
woman with some scary intentions.
And then what the fuck? What? This whole fucking story. All right, let me pass this
Fiverr
shit.
allows us to take our dreams and make it a reality.
We're able
fucking
to hire
ads.
freelance illustrators, editors.
Thing.
Why the fuck? Why? There's so much stuff wrong with this story. So much stuff. It done freaked me out and it pissed me off at the same time. I've never had this feeling. I'm over here getting the chills in the back of my neck. Why the fuck are you on a moped in the middle of the desert? You look like you in the middle of fucking Afghanistan. Riding a fucking moped. Why are you doing Uber on a moped? That's number 2. Why are you out at 12 o'clock on a moped doing Uber? That's number 3. It's 12 in the morning. Midnight. That's enough said. Story number 3.
I've been driving Uber for about a year now and never really had an incident. Except for that one time when a drunk student tried to punch out my backseat window on a Friday night. But we've all been there.
This nigga got
But
green hair.
This particular incident is the only reason why I put an end to this job. 12:30 a.m. on a Monday. Out here. It doesn't matter what night it is. People are out and about. And you rarely have to wait long for a ride. I was parked near the sidewalk when I got a request. Pick up Pamela. Located 0.4 miles away. Let's do this, Pamela. I arrived at the address given, but no one was outside.
This nigga
Not
pulled up
unusual.
righteous.
I began messing with the radio and getting the aux cord set in case Pamela wanted to play some sweet jams. And that's when the rear right door opened. I looked back, and I was confused right away. Pamela was old, like the early 80s at least. Odd to see someone in this demographic this late, but I've had others in the same age range, so I ignored it.
So how's it
I
going,
wanted to let her in my
Pamela?
car.
I asked.
She would not be stepping
She
foot
didn't
in my
answer.
whip.
She struggles in and shuts the door behind her. I glance in my rearview mirror to study her face. Nothing but blank looks in her eyes, almost as if she just woke up from a coma and can't decipher what's happening around her.
Where are we headed tonight?
Man,
Again, no response.
this shit ain't
Can she
normal.
even hear me? Does she not speak English? Then my phone beeped. New destination entered. 1700 North Lock Street Avenue. I shrugged my shoulders and started the engine. It's a short car ride, but I thought to try again.
Are you from Los Angeles?
I glanced in the rearview mirror, and she stared at me. Her gaze was sharp enough to pierce my soul. In a deep, shrill voice, she finally spoke.
Why don't you just take me to the address?
Okay, I get it. I'll just drive you to your destination.
We're a ways off from the destination she entered when she spoke again.
Drop me off at the next corner.
I looked up in the rearview mirror, her eyes still on me.
Are you sure? We're still a mile.
Just stop at the next corner.
Bitch, get the
way
fuck out
she
of my car.
snapped at me felt a little insulting now. All I tried to do was be polite, but some people don't deserve the good in you, right?
Sure.
What's up with these animations? Why does it?
So I was happy to oblige and stop. I pulled off on a quiet corner a few blocks off of Lock Street Avenue. I slightly turned my head to look over my right shoulder, saying,
Have a good...
but as I turned, she was right beside my face, leaned up in between the seats, just inches from me. I froze. I couldn't speak. My scared
This shit
eyes
better
were
not be
stuck
real.
under her pale white eyeballs.
Fuck.
I've never encountered such dead eyes before. She started breathing heavily. I could hear the gargle of wind struggling to pass through her
Now I am 100% never doing Uber again. I'm not even door dashing anything.
throat and lungs. I don't know how long we
You ruined it.
kept staring at each other like that, but then she tried to listen to something.
Pamela? Is everything all right?
She put her hand on my shoulder. Her touch was ice cold. I was wearing my hoodie, yet still her fingers...
Bro, that's a fucking wizard, nigga.
Her eyes were completely white now, wide open like her pupils had rolled up in her head. I began fearing for my life now. Before I could say anything, she whispered creepily.
Take the stairs tonight.
I stared back at her.
Sorry, what?
What do you mean?
She didn't repeat herself. She just exited my car. I sat there watching her slowly waddle away into a beat-up apartment building.
They all would have been looking the same way.
Inside it.
Okay, what the hell just happened?
I was in no position to take
What if you can create your own website by saying, this is what I want? With Wix, you can.
rides that night. I turned off the app and drove back to my apartment.
Yeah, I would have turned the
When I
app
reached
off
my
too.
building, I sat in my car for 10 to 15 minutes.
This nigga made a smart choice.
Trying to figure out that weird lady and her words before leaving. When I finally calmed down, I stumbled onto the entrance of my 10th floor apartment. I
There better not be an
recently
elevator.
shifted this apartment for its cheap rent. Being an old building, the landlord needed help to increase the rate. The facility desperately required repair, but the landlord didn't care anymore. I lived on the 6th floor.
Bro, why do... Bro, it can't be that tough for some fucking cash out here, bro. It really can't.
So, I walked up to the elevator. I pressed the button, and slowly, the number plate started to change.
Bro, you got... Oh, hell no. I don't know. That's a toss-up. Imagine like which one you supposed to do. You supposed to listen to the wizard that just got out of your car? Or are you gonna not listen to the wizard that just got out of your car?
I jumped, screaming. No one was around. Then who whispered into my ear just now? Did Pamela follow me home? Maybe she's some old psycho woman who stalks her prey. I couldn't wait for the elevator as sweat started to curl up on my forehead.
I would have slept in the
rushed
whip.
upstairs and almost crawled like a four-legged animal after a point. I constantly looked back to see if anyone was running behind me, but all I saw was pitch black darkness. When I got to my apartment, I slammed the door behind me and sat on the floor. I was having difficulty breathing. Suddenly, I heard a huge collision, like something had collapsed on the ground. The fire alarm started ringing, and people were screaming. I opened my door and saw other tenants staring at the hall and talking to each other in a panic.
Hey, what happened? The elevator. Looks like it malfunctioned and broke down, crashing straight to the ground floor. What?
Hell
My jaw
no.
dropped, but everyone thought I was only shocked like them. No one knew the actual reason for my surprise. The landlord was charged for the risky management of the building, and the tenants called the cops, fearing for their lives. Everyone was angry at the landlord for being irresponsible. Only I remained silent. I was just stunned to be alive. When the cops took the landlord away, I overheard two tenants saying,
Remember that once he said he fixed it, but still, Mrs. Miller died? Yeah, dude, the poor lady got smashed. Can't even imagine how horrified she felt when the elevator crashed with her in it.
I asked feebly.
Who are you talking about? Pamela Miller, the woman who lived in your apartment before you. She died in this same elevator, but the landlord somehow managed to get away with it. But not this time. I still visit her grave sometimes.
It better not be that old ass lady.
My head was banging. Pamela Miller? Did I fumbled as I asked the last question.
Where is her grave? Not far. That cemetery on Lock Street Avenue.
Hell nah. Fuck that. Alright, y'all. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you sub down below. Leave a like and comment. If you like this video, especially leave a like. Make sure you drop a comment. Tell me what I should do next. What video I should do next. Make sure you guys sub to the Twitch down below. We're going to be playing a lot of games. I just played Batman Arkham Origins yesterday. Go check that video out. I'll talk to you beautiful people later. Bye.